Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 23rd of July 2024. Let's start with the homework quiz. First question was, which European countries recently launched an initiative to develop long-range cruise missiles with a range beyond 500 kilometers? These countries are, the first one is Poland, second is France, third is Italy, fourth is Germany. These are the four countries, okay? Recently, which Indian city created a world record by planting 11 lakh saplings in a day? This city is Indore, which is the cleanest city of India as well, and it lies in Madhya Pradesh. Which INS has been adjudged the best ship of the Eastern Fleet at the annual Fleet Awards function 2024? This is INS Delhi, okay? Recently, Gitanas Nauseda has been elected as the president of which country? Here answer would be the country Lithuania. And last question says, Thomas Muller, who recently announced his retirement, is associated with which sport? Thomas Muller has recently announced his retirement and he is a football player, okay? So please tally your answers and write your score in the comment section. Now let's start with today's session. The first question is, which two Indian space scientists received the honor at the Global Space Conference from the prestigious Organization Committee on Space Research? These two persons are, the first one is Prahlad Chandra Agarwal and second name is Anil Bharadwaj, okay? So both of these two Indian space scientists have received the prestigious awards from COSPAR during its 45th Scientific Assembly that took place in Busan in South Korea, okay? Talking about Prahlad Chandra Agarwal, he is a retired professor from TIFR, Tata Institute Fundamental Research, and he earned the Harry Massey Award for his contributions to the X-ray astronomy and leading the AstroSat. And if we talk about Anil Bharadwaj, he is a PRL director since 2017. Also, he won the Vikram Sarabhai Medal for his work in planetary space sciences, and also he has some important roles in ISRO's missions, okay? So here correct answer would be A option, Prahlad Chandra Agarwal and Anil Bharadwaj. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important awards and honors. Which Indian Navy ship has been adjudged the best ship of the Eastern Fleet at the annual Fleet Awards function 2024? Just we have talked about this question in the homework quiz. Here answer would be INS Delhi, right? Which organization recently awarded Captain Abhilash Rawat and his crew of oil tanker Marlin Luanda for exceptional bravery in the Red Sea mission? This organization is international. Recently, who has been conferred with the Chevalier de la Légion d'Honneur, Knight of the Legion of Honor, the highest civilian award of France? The highest civilian award of France has been presented to the chairperson of HCL Tech, that is Roshni Nader Malhotra, okay? Recently, who was honored with the International Culture Award 2024? The International Culture Award has been given to Meena Charanda this year. And last question is, recently which state has been honored with the Best Agriculture State Award for 2024 by the 15th Agriculture Leadership Awards Committee? This is the state of Maharashtra, fine? Second question is, recently which state government is organizing special camps to grant Indian citizenship to minority refugees from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh? This is the state government of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is organizing some special camps to grant Indian citizenship to the minority refugees that are from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Simplified rules authorize the district collectors to issue the citizenship certificates, and from 2016 to 2024, total 2,329 refugees gained the citizenship with 1,566 applications pending, okay? And the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 offers the citizenship to non-Muslim communities from these countries who entered India by 31st of December 2014, and it would exempt them from penalties under immigration laws, okay? So Rajasthan government is organizing some special camps to grant Indian citizenship to the minority refugees from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some state-related current affairs. Gebra and Kusmunda coal mines recently seen in the news are located in which Indian state? Both of these coal mines lie in the state of Chhattisgarh. Okay. Recently, which state government announced a 10% horizontal reservation to Agniveers in Constable Forest Guard jobs? This is the state of Haryana. Which state government recently launched the Ladka Bhau Yojana to provide the job training and stipends for the young men? This is the state of Maharashtra. Which organization recently signed a deal in Goa with the GRSE, means Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, for constructing the indigenous ocean research vessel to unravel the deep oceans? This organization is MCQs, means National Center for Polar and Ocean Research. They have signed a contract with the Defense PSU, Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, to construct an indigenous ocean research vessel for deep ocean exploration. Okay. And if we talk about this body, it was established in the year 1998 in the state of Goa. It is an autonomous research and development institution that works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Okay, so it is 13-member governing body which is chaired by the Secretary of the Ministry, and this body facilitates scientific research in Antarctica, Arctic as well as in Indian Ocean. Okay, definitely it manages the bases like, for example, Maitri, Bharati and Himadri. Okay. So your correct answer is NCPOR, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research. Which state government launched the first phase of the Farm Loan Waiver Scheme with 6,098 crore rupees being credited into the accounts of over 11 lakh farmers? This is the state of Telangana. The government of Telangana has initiated the first phase of its Farm Loan Waiver Scheme, crediting 6,098 crore rupees to over 11 lakh farmers' accounts. Right? And the farm loan waivers relieve the farmers of debt repayment obligations, with the government assuming their outstanding loans by funding banks and financial institutions. This measure addresses the challenges like disputed land ownership, depleting the groundwater, poor soil quality, rising input cost and low crop productivity. Fine. So Telangana government has launched the first phase of the farm loan waiver scheme. The third question is, recently, which state has secured the first position under the best performing state category in the Prime Minister's Swanidhi scheme? This is an extremely important question. And correct answer here is A option, Madhya Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh topped the best performing state category in the Prime Minister's Swanidhi scheme. Basic aim here is to support the street vendors who are affected by COVID-19. Okay. Don't forget that Assam was at the second position in the Innovation and Best Practices Award category. And in urban local bodies, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi led in loan performance, which is then followed by Bangalore City and Ahmedabad. Okay, Kerala secured the very first position in the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Urban Livelihood Mission Spark category. Okay, and UP and Rajasthan were also recognized. The PM Swanidhi scheme provides affordable loans and promotes the digital transaction, right? So Madhya Pradesh state has secured the first position under the best performing state category in the Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some ranks and indices. The first question is, what is the rank of India in the Artificial Intelligence Preparedness Index 2024? In this index, India has been placed at 72 position. And if we talk about the top 3 countries, the first country was Singapore, second was Denmark, and the third was US. What is the rank of India in the Energy Transition Index 2024? Answer is 63. And which country was at the topmost position? This is Sweden. What is the rank of India in the Environment Performance Index 2024? This is 176 out of 180 countries. Which countries were at the top 3 position? The first country was Estonia, second was Luxembourg, and the third was Germany. Okay. What is the rank of India in the World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index of 2024? In this index, India has been placed at 39th position out of 119 countries. Okay. And last question is, what is the rank of India in the World Press Freedom Index 2024? India has been placed at 159th position among 180 countries, and the top 3 countries are, first one is Norway, second is Denmark, and the third one is Sweden. Okay. Next question is, according to Niti Aayog report, India has set a target to achieve $500 billion in electronics manufacturing in value terms by which year? Here answer would be 2030, that is C option. India actually aims to achieve $500 billion in electronics manufacturing by the end of 2030, targeting $350 billion from finished goods and $150 billion from its components. Okay. So Niti Aayog report analyzes the sector's growth and challenges, and it highlights a rise from $48 billion in 2017 to $101 billion in 2023. It is largely due to mobile phone manufacturing, and the report outlines intervention that is needed for India to become a global electronics manufacturing hub. Okay. So as per the Niti Aayog report, India has set a target to achieve $500 billion in electronics manufacturing in value terms by the end of 2030. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important reports that came into news. The first question is, which organization recently released the Future of Financial Advice report? This report has been published by the World Economic Forum, and it highlights the importance of traditional financial advisors despite the rise of influencers. Basically, fin influencers. Okay. Who are the fin influencers? It is written as fin influencers. So who are these? Basically, fin influencers are who provide financial advice via the social media. Okay. And they influence many individuals' financial decision. That's why they are known as fin influencers. And key reasons for their popularity include social media accessibility, obviously, because social media is used by 60% of the global population, diverse and inclusive content, and also it engages the educational formats like short videos and memes. Okay. So simply we have to remember that the Future of Financial Advice report has been published by the World Economic Forum. Headquartered lies in Switzerland. Which organization recently published the Global Education Monitoring Report 2024? This report has been published by UNESCO. Which non-governmental organization recently released the report titled as Aging in India, Exploring Preparedness and Response to Care Challenges? This is Help Age India. Okay, they have released this report. Which organization recently released the World Investment Report 2024? Answer is United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. According to the UNCTAD report, India dropped to what position in 2023 in terms of FDI inflows? In terms of FDI inflow, we are at 15th position, and the maximum FDI comes to India from which country? From Singapore. Okay. Fifth question is, recently which African country has joined the United Nations Water Convention, which is a treaty to improve the joint water management across border? Here correct answer would be A option, Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast recently became the 10th African nation to join the United Nations Water Convention, and it is adopted in Helsinki in 1992, and it is effective since 1996. This is a legally binding instrument which promotes sustainable management of the shared water resources. Also, it supports the sustainable development goals. Okay. So this convention was initially for the pan-European region, but now the convention has expanded globally since 2016. Notable members are, for example, Chad, then there is Senegal, after that Iraq, then there is Namibia, and the countries like Panama. Okay. So it emphasizes the conflict prevention and regional integration. Okay. So Ivory Coast has recently become the 10th African nation to join the United Nations Water Convention. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some international news. Which European countries recently launched an initiative to develop long-range cruise missiles with a range beyond 500 kilometers? This is also a homework question, and answer is Poland, Germany, France and Italy. Which countries recently participated in the trilateral multi-domain exercise named as Freedom Edge? So Freedom Edge included 3 countries, and these countries are South Korea, US and Japan. Exercise HOPEX, recently seen in the news, is a joint military exercise between which 2 countries? These 2 countries are India and Egypt. Space Variable Objects Monitor Satellite, recently seen in the news, is a joint project of which 2 countries? Here answer would be the country France and China. Strait of Gibraltar, recently seen in the news, is located between which 2 countries? This strait lies in between Spain and Morocco. Okay. 6th question is, recently which company has partnered with the National Film Development Corporation to launch the Voice Box program? Here answer is Netflix India, that is C option. NFDC and Netflix India has launched the Voice Box, which is an upskilling program for the voice over artist, and it focuses on total 8 languages. It is open to experienced professionals, preferably for the women, and it offers the recognition of prior learning training, means RPL training, and it is sponsored by the Netflix $100 million fund for creative equity. The program includes the workshops in 7 Indian cities with Pearl Academy as a training partner. Okay, it is a training partner, and the top participants will contribute to the Netflix's Azadi Ki Amrit Kahaniyan project. Okay, so this company is C option, Netflix India. Let's see some important companies that were in news. First is, which company has recently launched the world's first compressed natural gas powered 2-wheeler? This is Bajaj Auto. Okay. Which company has recently launched the Health Sathi plan? So this plan has been launched by Paytm. Which company has recently introduced a new artificial intelligence tool that can generate or retexture 3D objects in under a minute? So here correct answer would be Meta. Meta has introduced this AI tool. Then Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which is an artificial intelligence model recently seen in the news, is developed by which company? Claude 3.5 Sonnet is an artificial intelligence model of Anthropic. And last is, which public sector company was awarded with the 3rd rank in the talent development category at the ATD Best Awards 2024? This is NTPC. Okay. Now 7th question is, Gaia spacecraft recently seen in the news was launched by which space agency? So it has been launched by European Space Agency in December 2013. Okay, and it is mapping over 1 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy from the second Sun to Earth Lagrange point, that is L2, and it monitors the stars 14 times a year by charting their positions, distances, movements and the brightness. So it aims to discover new celestial objects, study distant quasars and test the general theory of relativity of Einstein that created a precise 3D map of our galaxy. Okay, so Gaia spacecraft that was seen in the news was launched by the European Space Agency. Now let's see some space related current affairs. The first question is, Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite recently seen in the news is a mission of which space organization? This satellite belongs to NASA. Ariane 6 rocket recently seen in the news was developed by which space agency? Answer is European Space Agency. CubeSat radio interferometry experiment, that means Curie mission, recently seen in the news, launched by which space agency? This mission belongs to NASA. Recently, which space agency has successfully launched the Advanced Land Observing Satellite 4, that is Daiichi 4, to revolutionize the disaster management? This is the Space Agency of Japan, that is JAXA. And last is, recently the Space Exploration and Research Agency announced which country as a partner nation for the human spaceflight program. So they have made India as a partner nation for the human spaceflight program. Recently, where was the International Center for Audit of Local Governance inaugurated? Here correct answer would be Rajkot in the state of Gujarat. The International Center for Audit of Local Governance was inaugurated in Rajkot, Gujarat on 18th of July. And as India's first such center, it aims to set the global standards for auditing the local governance. It serves as a collaborative platform for the policymakers and the auditors. It enhances the local government auditors' independence, and it acts as a knowledge center. So it addresses the governance issues, and it promotes the best practices among India's 2.5 lakh panchayat and 8,000 urban local bodies. Okay, so this center has been inaugurated in Rajkot. Here our keyword is center, and in the next slide we'll be talking about some important centers that were in news. First is, recently where was the Center of Excellence on Classical and Quantum Communications for 6G inaugurated? So recently it has been inaugurated in the city of Chennai. Recently, Union Minister for Coals and Mines inaugurated National Landslide Forecasting Center in which Indian city? This city is Kolkata. Recently, where was the International Center for Audit of Local Governance inaugurated? Just we have talked about it. Answer is Rajkot in the state of Gujarat. Recently, which university is opening the centers for Hindu studies, Buddhist studies as well as Jain studies under the School of Sanskrit and Indic Studies? This is Jawaharlal Nehru University, that is JNU. Recently, which state has established the world's first conservation and the breeding center for the Asian king vultures? So this is the state UP. Okay. Next is, recently who has been appointed as the next ambassador of India to the US? Answer would be Mr. Vinay Mohan Kwatra. He has been appointed as India's next ambassador to the US as confirmed by the Ministry of External Affairs. Also, he is a retired Indian Foreign Service diplomat. He has extensive expertise in relations with India's neighbors, the US, China and the Europe. Okay. So Vinay Mohan Kwatra has been appointed as the next ambassador of India to the US. Let's see some recent appointment related question. Recently, who has been appointed as the head coach of the Indian men's cricket team? This is a very famous player, Gautam Gambhir. He is now the head coach of Indian men's cricket team. Recently, Sir Keir Starmer has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of UK. Recently, Dick Schoof has been appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? Answer would be Netherlands. He is the new Prime Minister of the country Netherlands. Recently, who has been appointed as the 35th Foreign Secretary of India? This is Vikram Mishri. Okay. And last is, recently who has been appointed as the new President of the Professional Golf Tour of India? Answer is very famous Kapil Dev. Last question is, Project Strawberry recently seen in the news is associated with which field? Here answer would be artificial intelligence. Actually, OpenAI is developing a new artificial intelligence model known as Project Strawberry, which is an advanced reasoning technology believed to be the new name for Project Q Star. Okay. So this initiative aims to create artificial intelligence that is capable of planning and logical reasoning. Unlike large language models, the Strawberry models will excel in tasks that requires extended planning and action sequences, and it would overcome the key LLM challenges. Okay, so Project Strawberry is associated with artificial intelligence. In the last slide, we'll be talking about some important projects and the initiatives. Recently, Tata Power Solar Systems Limited has launched the Ghar Ghar Solar initiative in which Indian state? Answer is Uttar Pradesh. Jai Brahman campaign, a new initiative to promote organic farming, recently launched in which Indian state? It has been launched in the state of Kerala. School in a Box initiative recently seen in the news is associated with the flood affected children of which northeastern state? Answer is Assam. Thane Borivali tunnel project recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? This project is related to Maharashtra. Upper Siang multipurpose storage project recently seen in the news is associated with which Indian state? Answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Satsana signing.